Hello, so I'm Abhishek. We welcome all the viewers to 43rd Chessbrainz Club Arena. I hope you guys are really excited. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we have none other than Coach Shubh with us. Hi Shubh, are you excited for this tourney?
Good evening, sir. Yeah, extremely excited after a long time. Yeah.
Yes, actually. And today we have strong contestants taking part. Currently we have 40 students, but I'm sure the number
Wow.
is going to double up by the time it begins.
Yeah.
So currently we have a player at the rating of 2000 and then Raghav Sharma. Then we have Akshat with the rating of 1900, Ani with the rating of 1800, Dino King on 1800, Arush 1750. And we have many strong contestants coming in this time. Are you rooting for someone?
Yes, sir. Some of my kids will be there, so I'm excited to see them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some of my students are
That is
going to be
going to
there.
be really amazing
Yeah,
to see them. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, we are already getting some requests. First request is for the Sane, then Aditya, then Hyperbearing 666. So yes, a request to all the parents: if you want to see your kids game, please type their Leeches username in the chat so we can feature your kids game here and provide our expertise on it. Those who are new or joining for the first time, this is a club arena where are all the three communities play together: the Pawn
yeah.
Warriors, Night Owls, and the Rook Masters. And there will be no limitation. The kids can get the best can get paired with the beginner. So yeah, the stage will be open for everyone's conquest.
Really. Weekends again. Kids ready to show their uh talent, and yeah, they are going to be fireworks as always on the chessboard.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is going to be really fun to see these kids. And I think last week we had the tournament for coaches. It was a really
Yeah.
fun and exciting
CCL.
tournament. Yeah, CPL.
CPL.
Hopefully, we are soon going to have the season two coming as well,
Yeah.
and a lot of
Yep.
lot of other things are even tuned up.
I was lucky to be a part of Team Pandemics.
Oh wow,
Yeah, yeah.
truly. So let us quickly feature the first request we are coming getting. So we're going to take the request of Sayan right now. Yeah. So Sayan is playing with white pieces. V plays is playing with black. V plays is not having a stable rating, but I think I've seen them in past Bleeds tournaments, so I might not be completely true. And we see a strong Italian on the board.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
One's
I mean,
gonna take. Oh, captures with the bishop.
knight e2, maybe later on you can try to trade your knight for a bishop to take on the bishop pair of your opponent. Else, you can also try something like c3 and still the position can
Keep
be
the
fun
bishop
for
away.
you to
Yeah,
play.
definitely. It's total
Knights,
symmetry. Wow.
total symmetrical, and knights are already off the game if we see.
Yeah.
I mean, white have a lot of ideas. Maybe if needed, white can try, trying something like f4, try to
F4.
take, build, put more pressure along the f7. The queen might jump on h5 later because knight is absent, and there can be a lot of
Yeah,
things which can take place.
yeah, correct. And rook can join from h3. The other rook can join from f1.
Yes, rook lift can come in. So
Yeah,
again, there are endless possibilities. For black, on the other hand, they need to think how they can get their. Oh, they have already got their light square bishop now into the battle, and some.
one thing his supporter is missing, sir. So I mean, his power
Correct.
will be reduced a bit.
Again, black is the one who got a two pawn center. That happens quite
Yeah,
rare.
yeah.
And yes.
Maybe rook e1 queen e2.
A general
Okay.
idea revolves around when your opponent has a two-pawn center, you try to challenge or strike the center with one of your pawns to gain your own
Yes.
space at the center and disrupt their center control. I think that seems pretty good here. White knows the fundamentals well. Now, here, I think this bishop isn't doing the best right now. It can be improved further from a5.
Yeah. If
They need to
e4
somehow
maybe.
white. Okay, yeah.
Can we play pawn a4 bishop?
Achievable. I think after a4, yeah, it can be doable, but I'm just thinking if some or the other way, white can get this bishop to a4 or and they manage to trade it with one of the opponent's piece, I think that's going to be a good deal because I don't see a good future for the bishop. Or they
Yeah.
need to somehow, achieve the c5 and then offer the trade with the bishop. Anyways,
Oh, white
what is
just
now
won a
black
pawn.
going to do?
Sure. Maybe white got a pawn. Uh,
Oh, yeah, white
yeah.
got a pawn here,
Rook takes.
and bishop g5 can be an idea in the future, but right now, obviously, pawn
Can
f6
pawn
and queen
c5
can
be a good move, sir? Pawn c5.
pawn c5. Yeah, but they're attacking it twice, so we need to see if
Ah.
that can be achievable. One idea can be there is queen captures on b7 because the rook won't get the, you know, open semi-open file after
Mm,
the poison pawn is taken down. So okay,
but sir,
currently it
as of
cannot be
now,
taken.
queen. Yeah.
Queen is looking after that. Oh my
No, my
god.
idea is just put bit pressure on the bishop on e6, maybe by playing pawn c5.
Um, can be done.
Nice one, nice one, nice one. We plays good one.
Yes, that's a good one.
Or they lost a bishop. So did black lose a bishop?
Yes,
Rook
the bishop
takes.
is already off the game. That was the reason. Oh wait, what?
No, say
Why white is
uh,
going for b7 right now? They could have taken a free bishop.
yeah.
Again, a few more things can be done here. Again, black need to somehow look after that bishop after the queen, leaves their territory,
Yeah.
and it won't be easy again for both the players because this awkward pawn structure in the center is making for the game difficult for both the players. Again, if you see the
Ah,
black has a battery upon
yes.
f2, but the
Yeah.
pawn is not allowing it to achieve the right activity.
It is 7 versus 5 pawns. So I think if material is traded on the board, it will eventually uh, should benefit white side.
Correct. Again, black has some broken pawns too, if you see.
Yeah.
So we never know. And the
Yeah.
game is, having so much of fire because of the bishop pair on both sides. Again, I still wonder why the white has not connected their rooks because I don't see they are, they're playing a good chess. They are not the absolute beginner. And I believe if they connect the rooks, I think that can give them a lot of value. Something like
Definitely.
rook bishop f4 can prevent your opponent from achieving any activity along the b file later, which is going to be a
Mm.
semi-open file. So just bringing your pieces on the right squares into the activity can really help, and so on. Okay, the kid has found the move. Also, this looks like a pin, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking of f4, something like f5, but the queen was looking after somehow, so wasn't achievable. Okay, now.
I'm sir, a bit worried about white queen. I hope she doesn't get caught.
Yes, truly, she has got cornered completely, and
Yes.
black is slowly and steadily, taking a. But again, they have the square left right now, b5, to
Yeah,
offer at
but
least
sir,
a
I'm worried
trade.
about rook b7 or rook b8. If any of the rook comes to b file, I'm
Rook b8
really
is
afraid of.
not there, but rook
Oh yeah,
b7,
no,
let's
rook
see then.
b7. Yeah.
Rook b7, but no one is guarding it for now. So again, it is
Ah,
more of
yeah.
going to be, you know, an art that black needs to bring over the. Oh, are they preparing
Uh,
something like this? But bishop can
I
take
think so. B4. Yeah, correct.
b4, but bishop can take here again. They need to
Yeah,
go
correct.
a3 before, I guess.
Hmm.
A3 before is again a way to. What is black trying to do here? Trying to cut down the queen?
Maybe bishop c8, but yes, she can still go b5. Yeah,
Oh, I mean b5 is still there. So again, I'm
yeah,
wondering if I think it's a high time White should trade their bad queen for a good queen or something maybe.
yeah.
Because then I'm worried about the move that you stated. C8 is already in the air. So okay.
Um, okay, need to deal with two things: d3 and hanging bishop.
Yes. D3, and is there also a chance of the move that you stated C8? Wait,
Yeah,
is
but in
C8?
that, sir, yeah,
Oh,
bishop,
yeah,
queen
you still
b5.
have that move. Yes, it is a bit tricky again.
But sir, that can be played, right? Oh, bishop is gone.
Hmm. Bishop is now falling apart. But on the other hand,
Oh
you
my God,
might even
queen
end
is
up winning the
hanging.
rook.
Oopsies, queen is hanging,
Oh,
sir.
what is happening? This is not looking good. Actually, that's quite a bold move.
Yeah,
That will lead to loss of
maybe
material.
white can
There's a
go
skewer
bishop
which can
c6.
follow up, but then I'm not so
Yeah,
optimistic after.
yeah, I agree,
We
sir.
never know.
Hmm. Okay, good move defending the bishop, but still d3
I
falls or
think
black saves the rook. d3 falls. Okay.
D3 falls. Okay. And now white has this move, if not anything. And on the other hand, as there are light square weaknesses,
Light square weaknesses. Yeah, I
black
was
should
going
simply
to
try to set a
point that.
battery and finish up the game. I mean, that's the
I
easiest
think
thing they
so.
can do for
Bishop h3 should go. Bishop h3, queen f3. Yeah.
yeah, something like that is quite appreciated. Takes down and then, anyways, just not let your opponent understand what you're doing and just get it done.
Yeah. Correct.
10 minutes are already off. Let's quickly wrap this game and we'll take on the all the requests which are there in the chat.
Sure.
Again, one more thing we see now, kids are taking their time and
Yeah. So actually, I was going to point this thing from the beginning that now the we have kept time control 10+0, so it's quite good. Kids will get enough time and proper time to think and make strategies work. Yeah.
correct, I'm on your side right now. And I think it's a time when black just gives the finishing blow here, if not anything. But again, CN is also 11-20, so they can find these strategies. It's not difficult for them. On the other hand, white is using a passer to create some play on this queen side, which can be interesting. But then again, the threat of the checkmate is going to be bigger if the black finds it.
Yes. And sir, I'm a bit. I mean, worried about the rook on a1. He hasn't done literally anything yet. He hasn't contributed yet. Uh,
Yes.
while on the other hand, yeah, black pieces are well coordinated.
Yes, that's true. Still, I mean, white has holded the position. They're somehow trying to create a play on the side, which is again interesting. You know,
Yeah,
I've seen players, they just lose the queen and then they resign. But I think good fighting spirit by the white here,
no,
trying to
definitely, I
stick to
must
the
say.
game
Yeah,
and ensuring that they try their best.
yes,
Black is trying to centralize the king. Quite interesting, actually,
yeah.
if that's the case.
If white wants to come in the game, they need, yes, need their rooks to even participate a bit.
I really want to take on the next request, but I'm you know, unable to change the game because of the intensity on the board right now. So
Yeah,
I think that's speaking a lot about the players, their willingness to win that game. They're not ready to give. Look at that. My bishop is hanging, but I get a new queen. What is your thought on that?
wow,
Quite bold
that's
actually.
something.
Now this can be
Yeah,
met with again something like bishop d5, but no,
yeah.
there's a promotion. It's
No,
getting.
bishop takes, and if you make the queen, yeah, bishop takes again. So,
Hmm. I mean, yeah, bishop can take obviously, and then
oh,
bishop
pawn
d5.
takes rook, and yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh wow.
Okay, one thing that I said, that these
Yeah,
kids are not ready to give up. Again, after this too, even a pawn is also a passer, so we can even expect more from white.
yeah,
But I think the best plan for black would have been just going for the mating threat, so white doesn't gives that. White got a good counterplay here actually.
yes.
I'm just thinking, what is black trying to do? They have a queen, they have a bishop pair. Wow, finally they opted
Okay.
in for this. Maybe h3 and the game might end soon.
Give up your
I
rooks
wish
here.
if
Rook b3.
rook b3 is there again to fight away. I wish if black would have had a light square bishop to cover those weaknesses, but unfortunately it's missing. And on the other hand, white is threatening a promotion, but oh, is it
As you
over
said.
now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Good game by both of the players. I will still,
Yeah.
even if the white lose, I'll appreciate their fighting spirit and their style on the board.
Yeah.
Is there any way to stop this checkmate? I don't see any.
I don't see any, sir.
Oh, tough time. So I think it's quite evident that black will find this mate in one, and we'll go to the next request.
Sure, sir.
We are just
Good
few.
games, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Actually, sir, he is my kid. I mean, he is my student, and yeah,
V
in
plays
class
or
also.
V
No, no,
plays or
Sayan.
say
Sayan.
oh,
Yeah.
tough time for you. But
Yeah. No, sir,
one
I
has to
must
be the
say,
winner.
yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. And he is performing, I mean, like he does in the class. Whenever I give him any position to solve, never
Nice.
ever giving him.
Yeah, I can also see his fighting spirit on the board. That was just a request I took, but yeah, to be genuine, he's having a good fighting spirit, and you have shaped your kid in a really good way, I would rather say. Now we are getting the next request for Aditya. They are playing with the white pieces and Ayansh playing black. Now there is a rating difference of 500 points if I tell you. But on the other hand, it's a rapid game, so we never know. Even a 600, 700 player can give a good show because of the
Yeah.
enough time in their clock. Okay. I can clearly see black is better here because they are completely queen up. But again, the piece activity that white is currently bearing is really good, and knights can come tricky. We have seen that in the past that even after
Yeah.
being a queen down, I've seen players using the knight, getting those important forts. We never know,
And now pinning the knight
winning the knight, and then
and
they maybe
pushing
want to go for
h6. Yeah.
yeah something like that would be appreciated. On the other hand, this bishop is something that for black it's more about simplifying the position, just trading the
Yeah.
pieces smoothly, and then making the game just liquidating the position and going for that easy win. The more you trade, the simple the position gets, the
Yeah.
easier your win will be.
Path
King
becomes
takes,
correct.
and yeah, won't be a big deal, I guess. I won't be even surprised if at some point, black gives their queen for a rook and just, make the position more simpler. But now this unpins the knight, so we need to see this this knight can, do something for the white team. What would you suggest for the white to stand longer in such position?
Uh, to be honest, sir, I mean, try to get rid of the queen, black queen, if I get the chance, and try to. Oh my God, no.
Have they got their own rook into a pin or something?
Yeah.
Seems like. Oh no, they have a way to break open, but then the pawn will simply snap the thing, and after
Yeah.
rook takes, maybe. I think this is a tough decision for Aditya, but still, given the difference of rating, I won't even expect more from them. They're trying very well. That I think that's important.
Yeah. Two pieces down and still fighting. Brave,
Fighting
I
again.
must say.
I've seen
Yeah.
many players who start at 500, 400, and they just, just never come back after losing. So I think I need to give kudos to this kid who is still fighting in a lost position and
Yeah.
keeping his sportsman spirit.
Yeah. Whenever practice online, sir, I have came across many players where, I mean, they prefer to burn out the time. I mean, sitting ideal and doing nothing. But being kids, showing amazing sportsmanship. That's all.
Truly. And they know this thing very well. If they make a move, the coaches will be able to analyze their moves. Maybe they can work
Yes.
on the end game and other important skills. Even
Yeah.
coming and playing can be really helpful. Winning and losing is secondary, just because
Yeah.
this is a practice tournament, right? The more
Yes.
you play here, the more your experience will be, and in offline tournaments, you will actually crush your opponents.
Definitely.
Okay, so good game by Ayansh here, good spirit by Aditya. We appreciate both of the kids. Let's take on the next request. Hyper pairing 666. Some interesting name.
Okay. Wow.
They're currently not paired against anyone, but as soon as they get paired, we are going to take their game, obviously. We are getting a request for Mehul in the time being.
Maybe.
We would
Again,
like
my
to.
kid. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you're having, you know, yeah, a
No,
very
I
good
must say,
day.
sir, my yeah, always berserk expected from you.
Or
Yeah.
maybe as a coach, you have shaped your kids in such a good way that they love playing chess.
Definitely, sir. And they are very obedient, I must say. I
Truly,
just
truly.
request them once that try to play at 7:30, and
Yeah.
all the level kids will be there, and they show up.
Wow, that's good to know. And I think the exams are even ending up in India for the students who
Yeah.
go to the school. So we'll
Yes.
naturally also see more participation coming at this time. Mehul
Yes.
playing white is on the verge of 1100 and Myra around 700 to 800. We see this early opening setup from both sides. I would like to see how Myra stands Mehul just because there's rating difference again. So again, your student has went on a berserk, so that
Yes.
also shows their confidence. But we need to see if that turns into their favor or
Yeah.
vice versa. Hmm, depends. Now, at this point, Mehul is trying to, have that piece activity, basic opening principles. On the other hand, Myra is trying to somehow figure out her light square bishop, because after pawn to h3, the bishop lost its power on g4. She's somehow trying to either fianchetto or go for a5, but
Uh,
that will be a long-term strategy after maybe pawn
yeah.
a5, bishop
Pawn
e6.
a5, bishop a6. Yeah, sure.
Again, at 1700, 700, I won't be expecting that. I'm probably thinking of bishop b6, if not more. Bishop b7.
That also is quite a brave move, sir, at 700, I must say. Thinking about
Yes.
fianchettoing the bishop. Yeah.
Maybe they might not be knowing the power of fianchetto, but even doing it
Yeah.
and keeping it on the board can, put a lot of thoughts in your opponent's side. Because
Definitely.
this is something which players adapt at, late
Oh,
intermediate
no.
or.
No.
I think a wise person said, "Pin it to win it," and it's
Yes.
true.
Well said, sir. Wow.
It's a, it is true. Mehul has more material, so we need to see how is he going to convert. Because I've seen, kids at 1000, I've seen a general pattern into their game where they do manage to get the material advantage with the tactics that they learn, whether it's
Hmm.
four pins, skewer, or whatever. But later, keeping that advantage and, securing that victory is even a bigger challenge than that, is what I've seen.
Yeah.
Even though it's the
Yeah.
simple thing, but the kids even forget that simplicity due to which, sometimes opponent comes back with their remaining pieces. So
Yes.
again, I think simplifying the position is also a skill in itself. And here the
Okay.
queen
Wow.
jumps in, threatening the mate. It's
Uh,
over. Okay, so Mehul said, "I don't need to simplify. I'm going for the mating attack." A cool finish by the kid here. Again, Myra at 700. No
Myra,
more
well played.
expectations. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she just
Well,
joined. I think that's more important. As her coach will help, she will get better over the time.
definitely.
We're getting a request for Dino King. Again, we'll check the Hyper's account if he has got paired with someone. Yeah, Hyper is
Yeah.
streaking on Sanvi right now. Hyper
Wow.
is playing with the black pieces, Sanvi playing white. There's a rating difference of around 284 points if we see. And okay,
Wow. A skewer. Wow.
wow, it's a skewer and black is, winning material right now.
Definitely. Yeah. Pawn f5 is not going to help.
Pawn c4.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
my
it
bad,
won't
my bad.
it won't help. Yeah, it won't help actually. Again, the rook is going to fall, and Sanvi is going to be an exchange down. Again, what we see is the rating is just a number. Again, because Hyper is
Yeah,
again 1200 and Sanvi is 284 points up. But then again, it depends on your overall play, what you bring on the board. Again, there's a cross pin if you pay attention to the d5 pawn,
yes.
and Sanvi is trying everything to put pressure upon that.
Please don't fall
I think
for it.
taking with the bishop would be a great deal after, because it can lead to a quick fork.
Fork, yeah.
So maybe she's having some counter attack remaining in the position.
I
Okay,
think if, yeah, good move. Wow.
good move here. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Seems like a close position, slightly, not completely again. And she knows all the weaknesses if you see in this position. She knows the
Yeah,
backward pawn, isolated pawn. She's putting pressure, so this other rook cannot, go
leave
and
his
get
place.
make a battery along the e file here. Again, you see the positional understanding is something she's working really well with. And on the other hand, Hyper wants to go for a counterplay here. He says, take my isolated pawn, I'll take your backward pawn, and I want to
And I'll
play an
activate my
aggressive
rook
game,
to
not a
take.
defensive one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
At some point, okay, king can simply slide
Rook
up here.
move. Yeah,
Rook can even come back.
yeah. Maybe
What would
forcing
you
the, yeah, queen to move away. Yeah,
move out
rook
of the
blocks.
kingdom? Yeah. Queen b a6 can again be something, but is this queen going to be? I hope she doesn't get trapped here. The pawn is again pinned if you see along the diagonal.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now, what I see is, the queen needs to, somehow move forward from the black team. Then the rook and queen can coordinate together at any point here. I don't know. There can be some ideas of quick b1 because the black
Hmm.
has more material. So they should look to liquidate the position. And on the other hand, when they are going to be exchange up, they need to somehow give their rook for a minor piece and at least one pawn, so they be a pawn up and then get a queen to win this position. It's a later on story though.
I think what black is trying to do is keeping the queen back and let the rook flows. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Sanvi is again keeping constant tempo, initiative or pressure on the board, because now the b4 rook is always there. So again, for a moment I
Wow.
thought Hyper wants to make a battery, try some quick trades on in the position if he wants to, but then
Yeah.
again, and this can be this is going to be a big mistake if white goes g3 here, because the king
Yeah.
side will weaken more in that situation. Rook takes h3 is incoming, and then white is also playing for piece activity. Wait, is
Yeah.
there a chance of check and then some queen check or stuff?
Maybe, sir. I was
Oh,
thinking
oh
about that only. Pawn g3 and queen takes.
hmm.
Ah, yeah, but rook falls. Sorry, sir. My bad.
Rook is
Rook
going
takes
to
only.
hang again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, it's an interesting line to see because whenever this rook moves, I think now king f7 is looking certain to me. Even though if
Yeah.
black wants, they can just slide the rook back on e8 and just offer a trade and just get rid of a rook pair so they can simplify easily. But Hyper is going for a sacrifice. Okay, because now what I see after queen takes pawn takes h3, queen takes h3, the white has bishop d5, which
Yeah.
probably wins the queen in the position, and I think black will completely lose if they fall for it.
Rook
Wait, what?
check.
Bishop will block,
Yeah, I think so.
or king h7 is also a viable option there.
It can be met with c7, right? Queen c7 check. Maybe.
Yes, queen c7 is still achievable in such positions. But what is that going to lead to? Again, good that black
Literally
didn't
nothing.
went for queen h4,
Yeah.
otherwise it would have been a disaster for them.
Yeah.
They went
At
in for
least
a queen
now,
check.
rook b8 check is not coming. That's a good news for black side.
True, true, true.
But
But
sir, queen a8 check and then followed by rook b7 will win a queen.
mhm,
Sure.
you're right. There is this skewer income, this pin incoming if we
Queen
see,
is coming. Yeah,
and is I think white is capable enough to find that. Again,
definitely.
what I observed, I work with Sanvi in community sessions of Chessbrainz, and she has been consistent from last 3 months. I've observed. So
Wow.
in our community sessions, we cover, such kind of tactical puzzles, more understanding of the position, because of
Yeah.
which, even, I won't question her abilities, because she's really consistent with those, extracurricular activities that CB provides,
Yeah.
weekly, whether it's weekly tournaments or community sessions, apart from her normal sessions. So all
Mm.
that things add up to her success is what I've seen personally in her journey. And now you see
Go.
white is completely winning. It's just a matter of
It's
one
mate.
move, one or two move, two
Yeah.
move made into.
One move.
No, two.
Yeah, two, 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 two.
Is it
Yeah,
this
queen
and
and
this? Yeah. King now is
yeah,
obviously meant to step out, and h6, h5 or h4
h5,
both are game over. Yeah.
h4.
Good
Yeah,
game by Sanvi. Hyper played really well. Maybe that piece sacrifice without backing it up with the right calculation costed them the whole game. But again,
yeah,
I would still appreciate, because Hyper was, I think, exchange up if you see in the middle game, right?
yes,
So good
yeah,
game by both the players here.
definitely.
Uh, Now let's take on the request of Dino King, and we see
Wow,
Dino King is already leading the leaderboard. He's on the first position. He's managed to win every single game, and let's just go. Let's see how is he winning so many games.
sure.
So Abhinav is playing with the black pieces. Dino is playing with white, and there's a
And
rating
postponed.
difference of 500 points.
And so, did both the players berserk? Did
Yes,
they?
I mean, I
Oh
would
my God.
appreciate the courage of Abhinav. Being Abhinav is also a consistent
Wow.
participant in the Night Owls community sessions I've seen. So I think that's,
Okay.
again, he's berserking. So we need to see how they play against each other. But in a rapid game, would you suggest a berserk? That's a big question.
Yeah. No, sir. I mean, these players are capable of, I mean, matching to that speed and all. So for them, yeah, I would. Yeah, for lower rateds, I won't. Take your time, build your game, and then yeah, try to win it.
Correct. With the right guidance and the right experience, you can definitely enable these factors too.
Yes.
Again, we see that these guys looks like into an isolated queen pawn right now. One of the solid ideas is to just place a knight in front of the isolated pawn, so they can never exchange their weak pawn with a
Oh my
strong
God,
pawn of
96.
white.
Come on, find it. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, the family fork incoming.
Yes.
Superior move here by Dino. On the other hand, white is going for superior piece activity, and it seems a bit difficult for the black given the fact that they are exchanged down, and then you know their pawn structure is slightly collapsed. I see that this game is turning quickly for the white in the favor of white.
Can they play c4? Maybe. Pawn c4. Give up a
On
pawn.
to c4 can be a way. Yes, that is achievable. Again, that is achievable. On the other hand, the blacks' understanding of the game is even good because they are targeting the weak pawns, and
Yeah.
white plays a silent move threatening the knight. But I think, and white can now just simplify the position by trading more if they want to with the queen
Yeah.
e8.
I I think so. E6 they will go. Maybe. I think so. Queen
E6
e6.
is also
Or
achievable.
e8.
Yeah, e8 is
Ah.
also good. E6. Anyhow, they just want to simplify because they are exchange up. So again, attacking that
Oh
backward
no. Oh
pawn.
no. Oh no. Please no. Please.
Oh, okay. Was this a way of simplifying or losing more material? I don't. I need to see that position again. Wait.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this from an 1800 to be genuine. I was not prepared.
Yeah.
But again, I think time made a big difference. That's the reason I asked at the first place: is berserking a good option? Sometimes yes, sometimes it can even go you know against the even against the best players. So what we
Yeah.
see here is white by mistake, in the flow they played the rook b8. Their intention was good to take on this weak pawn, but they forgot that the knight can defend backwards, and
Yeah.
generally we don't think about the backward moves. And what just
My
happened?
God, they got two pawn and a rook checkmate.
I don't
Really?
know. We
Just
need to
wow.
see.
Oh,
Oh, wait, what? And White said, no, I don't care about losing my rook and stuff. I am good enough to use the mating net and I'll finish your king.
wow.
How about that? Again,
Wow.
White taking the game single-handedly away from Abhinav. Abhinav played also really well. I will
Yeah,
appreciate that.
really well, I must say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both played amazing chess. Let us try to take our viewers through the leaderboard before we go to the next request. We have currently 66 contestants into the tournament. Mehul is on the 10th place with 9 points. Viraj, 9th position, 9 points. Chess Forever, 8th position, 9 points. Arav, 7th position, 9 points. Kirti, 6th position, 12 points. Pramansh, 5th position, 15 points. Akansh, 4th position. Akshansh, 4th position, 16 points. Abhinav, 3rd position, 17 points. Raghav, as usual, second position, 23 points. Have they lost a game, or I think they have got some draws here? Maybe there was like one draw, if I'm not wrong, against
Yeah.
Sanvi. And then Dino King still keeping his streak going. He's already on the win streak of 6 games and taking on Mehul.
Wow.
Let's take on the next request now. We are getting a request for Rukshan right now. We are going to take their game. Okay, I'm unable to find the kid to be a part of the tournament. Please try to cross-check their username and type it again. Okay, we are getting a request for Arav. In the meantime, we can take their game.
Sure.
Arav is currently playing with the black's pieces against Aniket. They're playing white. And there's a minute rating difference of around only 20 points. But by the time we reach here, the game has already ended.
Yeah.
Let us try to see how this game has shaped. So we'll just take a quick look from the beginning only.
Oh, wow. Fried
Okay,
liver? Really? Wow.
White went in. I never expected a fried liver at 1300 or 1400, but
Yeah.
this game never keeps, never forgets surprising us.
Yes.
Is this like a Traxler counter?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard it from my students. Okay.
If your king captures, you go in with knight check and
Yeah.
yeah, then followed by the queen. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of lines in this. Maybe I need to study this after this stream, I guess.
Okay. Knight takes.
Again, there is a threat of knight captures c2.
Yeah.
So we can see early opening skirmish here. And okay, I think white king was badly harassed during this game because they didn't castle, and again, black left no chance to, take an advantage, obviously. I think black is looking better in this position.
Definitely.
But black blundered a piece. They thought it to be a
No, sir, I
defended
think
bishop.
so. Yeah, C2. Knight takes C2
Oh,
was their
and
plan.
takes c2 and then wow. Okay, how the kids can find such kind of tactics? Like again, I know as
Just
a coach.
amazing. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
literally, I mean, consistent practice of tactics and positions and puzzles. Just wow.
superior. Yeah, this was quite superior to see on the board, and then knight jumps back. I think black was completely in control, and knight captures on b3. Um,
Yeah, he was trapped, so it's
anyways,
natural to cause maximum damage using the trap piece.
correct. And then black is trying to simplify the position, but
Actually,
isn't
white
white
is now
the
material here.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, white is the one who has more material.
yeah.
Hmm. Good game by both the players. this is only now favoring white. Black does have some extra pawns, a passer along the, especially on the e file, which can create some disturbance for the white such games.
But
And
still, sir, let's see how black managed to get an extra bishop and then a passer along the a file.
I think
That's, I mean,
here we have the answer. Rook
yeah,
captures
correct,
on
correct, correct.
d3.
Yeah,
Again, I think this game has all about tactics, and black is the one who
definitely.
just didn't miss a single chance. Black had three more pawns by this point of the game and kept chasing this king
Oh,
for a
wow.
long time. Another fork, if you see, I think
Yeah,
black is tactically really sound.
yeah.
I'm sure this kid must be joining our community sessions too.
Fork
Yeah,
again and winning the rook. Wow.
yes, and white was not left with much options. Black was just
Yeah,
supposed to get a queen along the a file, and then the game was under their control. Good game by both the players here, but Arav just completely outplayed in terms of tactics. Positionally,
yeah.
even white was better. So we are getting a request. How can I join? So we have this. Currently, this is an internal tournament only for our students who are a part of our academy. But you can join our, you know, our member Chessbrainz channel on the WhatsApp, where we host member-only tournaments. If you are a part of that channel, you can join a tournament on every Saturday. And
Saturday, 10
today,
a.m.
I think one
10 p.m.
tournament is going to take place at 10 p.m. Indian Standard
Yeah.
Time. So you can join that one. Yeah, we'll be soon providing you the link to join our membership, and you can join these tournaments. We're getting a request for Myra. Let's try to take her game. Okay. So, Myra is playing as black, and Sana is playing with white's pieces. Hmm. White is completely winning, and there's a rating difference of almost 700 points. But as a parent, I would just appreciate that you encourage the kid to join the tournament. It will take few more tournaments for your kid to get the real shape, but even she will end up performing well later.
Yeah. And the main thing, sir, literally each and every piece is wiped up from black side, but still Myra is fighting. Still she is playing, not giving up. That's a really good approach.
Yes,
Very
that's
nice, Myra.
again
Keep
correct.
it up.
Again, it is another game that we saw Myra, at least trying for herself. I've seen kids who don't even join the tournament, and if they
Yes.
do, it would be really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your kid is already ahead. Black even tried offering a draw, but anyways, Sun is securing the win for himself.
Well played,
Again,
both
we
players.
see, I think Raghav got one draw. Okay, that's what we saw earlier. And you see, these both kids have already got a very good streak right now. Even
Yeah.
Raghav is on 33, Dino is there. I would love to see if they get paired against each other at the end of the tournament, maybe.
For sure, sir. I think so. At last, they are going to get paired up for sure.
Yeah. We are getting a request for Mikhil Place.
Yes.
So Mikhil is playing with the black's pieces, taking on Parth. They're playing from white. There is a minute rating difference of around 185 points, and black has already made their king safe. White
Can
is
sir
about
white
to
go like bishop h6, threatening on g7, maybe?
bishop h6. Yes, definitely they should go for the queen helper. But then,
Yeah.
what to do if black plays something like knight h5?
Ah,
I mean, the game can get really interesting. One idea could be to get the queen here, take on the knight. After queen takes, the white can go for queen
then go
capture
ahead.
h7. So,
Yeah.
uh, such kind of again ideas can come on the board. Mikhail needs to be a bit careful. If Mikhail can somehow eliminate this bishop, even that would be a good thing because it's directly pointing on their king. So yeah,
Yeah.
and Mikhail is also slowly building some pressure upon a2 pawn. but the knight might get trapped even though the pawn on d4 is working beautifully right now. That might not allow the knight to get trapped, I guess.
Wow.
Okay. The idea might be, oh,
No
knight
knight was
takes,
there.
bishop is there. No, maybe the black was having this thought process of bishop capturing c2, and if the knight takes my bishop, I take their knight plus
Then
I
yeah,
get a pawn
get the
plus a
rook as
fork.
well.
But
Yeah.
yeah, knight might get trapped during the process. But anyways, good try by the black here. But I'm still wondering, leaving the king in the center can make the things challenging for them, but till now they have played a good chess.
Now queen comes into the game. Queen takes. Black's pieces are, going to come into the game faster, right? Okay. Now b2 is hanging.
Yeah, b2 is there, but I think they should first give the check and maybe then take. Maybe if white by mistake moves the king, in that
Yeah.
situation, they won't. Okay, finally white
Okay.
has
Now the
castled.
bishop is gone. I think so.
Oh, yes, you're correct. I think Parth has did good puzzles of. Mikhil has did good puzzles
But
of
sir,
finding
now
pieces.
I must
Mhm.
say bishop takes. Yeah, that move.
Oh, what a counter attack here by the white, or a brilliant calculation, threatening the mate right now. I think
Yeah.
you know black needs to be a bit careful to find this threat, otherwise we never know. Okay, I think
Oh,
it's over. Queen captures g7.
well played,
Okay,
Nana. Both of you. Well played.
both
Wow.
played very well, but one has to win somehow. So yeah, that one is Parth, and I think he's trying to justify his last name, the Magnus, that he has kept for his account.
Yeah. Agree, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Now we are getting a request for Puneet Tarani. Let's see if they are a part of the tournament. Yes, they are a part of the tournament. Puneet is playing against White, and they were playing against Sayan, who was playing
Uh,
from Black. But Sayan has just secured a victory. Let us try to quickly go through this game and try to understand what has happened.
sure. Italian will be there. No. Okay.
Again, I'm not a big fan of pawn f6 kind of moves because it
Yeah.
weakens our own king on the fool's diagonal.
Yes.
But anyways, let's see what they have planned.
Wow.
And White is like, I'm going for the scholars.
Yeah.
I think Sayan was trying to set a pyramid here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure Black must have thought of moving this pawn, chopping the knight down, and then go for that. Looks
Okay,
alike.
they did. Oh, okay. Takes.
Oh,
Wow.
and Black was,
The same one.
quick enough
Yeah.
to figure out. I think good, good understanding of the game by your student here. It was important to find them. Also, they somehow created the pressure along the centered king of white, and a very good fork by the Saiyan here. White, on the other hand, tried offering a. It's like losing a piece, I would rather say.
Yeah, giving up the piece that they took on.
They
Yeah,
took
maybe.
on h6.
Yeah,
You're correct.
h6. Yeah.
E takes h6, and they,
Oh no.
yeah, Puneet
Bishop is
lost
lost.
another piece. Again, I would suggest both the kids were left with more timings. So again, Sayan to takes time. I've seen that, but Puneet can take a bit more time, I guess. Again, if he can think and check his move twice and make his the remaining moves, it will be really helpful for the kid.
Definitely.
Centralized
Bringing the
king is a
pieces.
problem. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, castling is an integral part. If the kids do, they won't run into more trouble. Again, Puneet can focus upon, following the basic principles, castling, making the king safe.
Safe.
Just
Yes.
playing the
And
basics
going.
right can take them far.
Yeah. Now it was easy task for Sen. I need to just simplify the position, take the rook, give up the knight.
Yes. And black, on the other hand,
Oh,
they went aggressive and Sion securing a victory here. I think it's just a matter of, again, we see Punit is already on the elo of 1000. So if they just take a bit more time, I think they can
yeah,
perform better than their current strength.
definitely, definitely,
Yeah,
sir. I agree.
yeah. Let us try to take up on the next request now. Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Atvik is also a consistent participant of
yes,
Club Arena. I've seen it
yeah,
from many sessions now, and their parent always provides unparalleled support for the kid. They always come and cheer their kid in the chat. So yeah, kudos to all the parents also for supporting your kid's journey on a weekend. We really appreciate that.
yeah.
Atvik is playing with the white pieces. Advait is playing with black. There's
Berserk again. Wow.
Berserk. There's a minute rating difference of 300 points. But again, because the black has a knight and Advait has around 9 minutes, I still cannot draw a conclusion out of this game.
Definitely, sir. Yeah. It's not going to be easy for White to fight against a knight. No, a very active knight, I must.
True. Again, we need to see what they bring, because what I believe is this, like, if the knight, let's say, comes back in the center, it will keep a lot of opportunities for the remaining game for themselves, like
Yes.
knight, and then now you're winning the b3 pawn, for instance.
Yes.
Knight check, you
Okay.
take on b3, put pressure along the d2 rook. If rook goes back, maybe you can then think of knight a5, try to defend your pawn. There's a lot of possible. Oh, knight fork and the game is off.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Very good Advait for.
But sir, I think so. Entry of Black King is restricted. I mean, kings can't cross. The one who make the correct pawn moves is going to win. I think so. It's going to be White. Yeah. D4 takes. Black
Again,
should not take. No, kid, you are allowing your opponent's king.
I would just say one statement: the king pawn endgame. It itself is a mystery within itself. I mean, it is a
Yes,
mystery in
I
itself. So
totally agree.
again, the kid
Yeah.
needs to take time. One right move and they win. One incorrect move and the game can slip out of their hands. I think white. Let's see who wins this.
Stay C4. Yeah, perfect.
King
Stay stick to your
c6.
pawn.
Pushing. Okay. Opposition is here, and let's see where it
This
goes.
should lead to a draw.
Outflank from d6.
Oh,
Backward is awkward. Try to outflank your opponent's king. Is he trying to like force breakthrough or with g4? But there's no chance of that. And if
yeah.
black can be the one who can outflank, these kids needs to learn the concept of backward is awkward. Go forward and try to conquer your opponent's space.
No, kid, don't go in the corner. Okay, yeah, but still you have the A7
I think it's
square.
over now. Yeah, f7 and then g6 is gone. No, 7.
No, no, no. King H6 again.
I hope it doesn't lands into a stalemate. No, it
No,
won't.
no, no. It will be a draw, sir. I think so. 3-4.
Draw. Hmm. White can still try for f7 and see what happens. G8.
Whoa. Okay, pawn
That's what I was
pressure.
saying. That outflank,
Yeah.
the concept, that concept is really important in such positions. I think White is the one who is winning now because of the Zook Swan. Anyways,
No.
White
No.
will just take.
No.
If the king goes, we have a direct passer. It's over.
Yes.
Gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Atvik still securing a good victory for himself. Good to see that.
Okay.
They'll put the.
Give up. No.
They can just
Give up
sacrifice
the
the queen and get
queen.
another
Yeah.
queen. They will
Yeah.
let them go till the last
Yeah.
moment and they'll get probably.
Wow.
Now he'll sacrifice.
Yeah.
Good game by both the kids here.
It's other. Don't steal it now, no, please.
No, no, no. He won't stalemate. At 1500, though, I am very sure any kid won't do that. Queen f2. Yeah, anything is fine. King e3
Let the queen
or
stay
queen
there. Do
h2.
not move the queen. Nah?
I would have played queen h2, forcing the king to step
Yes.
back, and then yeah, zugzwang checkmate. That's okay. Anyways, they will somehow figure out the way. I hope they don't end up playing
G4.
king f2 f1.
Yes. Queen G3. No. Ah, thank God. Okay.
Good. Oh, wait, what?
No, kids, don't take opposition. Let your opponent take it.
I have taught my kids that simple concept of mirroring the moves with our
Yes,
queen, and
yes.
then
Copycat. Yeah.
copycat is
Yeah.
the because your opponent's king will help themselves. Good game by Atvik
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Advait here. We are in the last 6 or 5 minutes if we see. Raghav is again leading the whole tournament, but Dino is not behind. And Dino got his first lost his streak to Akshansh Chauhan. He's on the third position. Again, I'm still wondering how a 1400 kid ended up beating an 1800. And Akshansh is the one also. He has just got like one draw and haven't lost a single game yet. Okay,
Wow.
I would love to see, Raghav taking on Dino because it is going to be one of the decider of this tournament.
Yeah. I told you, sir, at last it will be there.
Yes, correct. So right now, okay, Dino is white, Raghav is black. Light
And
square
sir, I must say,
weaknesses.
yeah, I must say, yeah, higher rated kids, if we just remove their rating and names from the board and show it to someone, they can't, I mean, judge if it's some Grandmaster's game or some kids are playing. I must say. I mean, just look at the positions. Just wow.
Yes,
Bringing each
just
and
a
every
wonderful
resource
position.
into the play. Yeah,
Yes, truly. I mean, and even on the other hand, white is also trying to hold the position better. Even white is an exchange up right now, so definitely they
yeah,
should have a slight advantage. Both are trying to hold on really, with all their strength they have. 5 minutes into this game, and we'll have our winners after that. Again, do you see? They're spectating the game of the top players. She's like, I have worked with her in one of the community sessions again. 700, 800. But she's again spectating the game of top players and trying to learn from their colleagues. I think this is also a very good you know a gesture of being a
yeah,
chess player, right? Even
yes,
have you I'm sure you must have played offline tournaments too, right?
yeah,
So this is my childhood story. Whenever we used to complete our games, we used to go to the top tables of the tournament and try to see how they play. Sometimes a grandmaster, sometimes an international master. Always
yeah,
learn from the best, right? It was a
definitely. Yeah,
different experience in itself, I remember. And I think
yeah.
Adya is doing the same thing but in the online.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm wondering how white does have a rook, but how are they going to convert this completely? Because look at this bishop, he's you know beautifully holding on their backward weaknesses. Now the only weakness they can look to target is this guy, and they somehow need to infiltrate the rook from the open file and maybe try something, but it won't be easy at any point right now.
Yeah. I think black is planning
Black is
something. I
infiltrating.
think,
Dino is
yeah.
again 1800. They are trying well, but again, Rakav is trying to keep the position closed and nice and safe for them. But now
Uh,
Rook f7, King g8, Rook f6 back.
no, I think so. He'll go. Yeah,
If is there
maybe
any
he's going.
way?
Yeah.
Is there any way if White can create a passer along this file or something? Maybe like sacrificing the Rook or try to get a passer.
They may push c4 first as of now. I think
Hmm.
so. King had to stay there and
I think c4 is a wonderful approach because the friendly pawn, if the black takes, but then black will also have a passer, no?
yeah,
Won't be easy to navigate through, I guess.
Now
Okay.
king is going along. Wow.
Okay.
The
I think
dark squares.
are they
Yeah.
are they looking
Wow.
to go for king f6 and then rook c8 and just because we have
Yes.
seen I think Dino just going for the mating net, right? The silent
Yeah.
strategy which works really brilliant in such positions.
King is
King
coming
f6.
along.
King f6 was better here.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, what?
Now
What? Oh, Raghav, you
bishop
played
had to
very
stay
well.
there.
Yes, if Bishop would have stood there, I think he thought that my base of the pawn chain would fall and he went in. But again,
Yes.
Dino is very good with the, the silent mating net
Yeah.
tactics. And it's again,
Really.
I think, wait, but Raghav is also having the same points. In 2 minutes, though, I'm very sure he cannot get a victory. But
Even if
Akshansh
Berserk's
is catching up.
no, no.
Akshansh is catching up. 23 seconds. This game might end. Who knows?
This will end, sir. Let's see.
Is he going
Give
to
up
have a
that
lead if he
pawn.
has the streak?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
Why
what?
not, sir? And sir, can you check
So,
and tell me if he Berserk? Maybe.
both have Berserk. Both want to score. But my point is then
Wow.
that way 1400 kid will secure the victory against 2000 and
Yes.
1800s who are in the arena.
Yes.
I
No
would be
stalemate
surprised.
could.
I think Akshansh actually deserves it also because he managed to like defeat an 1800 or someone I saw.
Yes. And
So
it's a mate.
maybe
Yeah.
mate, he got it in the time. So let's go and see the
Wow.
leaderboard. Akshans is on the top. Wow.
Wow.
I think in the last tournament, I remember this kid did really well. And again, he's making it to the top of. I think his current rating is not justifying his current strength
Yes.
or his potential,
So
whatever
kids,
you say.
yeah, kids, it clearly shows it's not over until it's over.
And it's not about
Right.
your rating, okay?
Yes.
The day you decide to, get what, the day you decide to, get what you want, you are going to get it anyways. You just have to like
Anyways,
make your
yeah.
mind ready for that.
Yeah.
Good game by both the players here. And again, we are in the last 33 seconds. This none of the games are now ending in the time of these 25 seconds. If they agree for a draw or if they resign or something, that's a different story. Hmm. All right. Again, if you see, there are many kids from the 10th position. One kid has 16 points. All the way to the sixth position, there are kids with 17 points.
Yeah.
So the tournament has finally concluded, and here we have our top three winners. We have Raghav on the third position with 38 points and 82 percentage of win rate. He played 11 games and got a draw and just lost one game at the end. Then we have the runner-up of our tournament, Dino King 1000. He got second position and 38 points with a win rate of 91%, which is not a joke. He just got like
Yeah.
one loss from Akshansh, who is the winner of the tournament. And then Akshansh, he's leading the leaderboard. He got 40 points, didn't lost a single game. He got a couple of draws here and there, I see. One of them was against Abhinav, one of them was against Arush. And he has the win rate of 90%, and he's the winner of this tournament.
Wow.
And when we look at the top 10s, Arav on the 10th position with 16 points, Pramansh 9th with 17 points, Atvik 8th with 17 points, Kirti 7th with 17 points, Arush 6th with 17 points, Ani 5th with 19 points, Abhinav Sarkar 4th with 29 points. So we congratulate to all the winners and the participants who joined here, collected experience. Your coaches will
Yeah.
help you to analyze games after this tournament whenever you meet them in the next class, and they will help you to work on your strengths and weaknesses. And I hope you all come back stronger who had a tough day today. And yeah, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much, Coach Shubh, for tuning in and making the experience wonderful for our viewers with your expertise.
Yeah. It
The
was my
stage
pleasure,
is
sir.
yours. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir. Just few words to the kids that kids, you are our motivation. Okay. You show up every week. Keep doing it. And yeah, together we are going to improve. Okay. Thank you so much.
Uh, so, viewers, if you liked our work, please hit the like button as well on the stream. Swipe right and click on the hype. That will help us to reach to more audience. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We keep bringing these kind of events every week, and we have special events coming every month as well. And yeah, that's it for the day. Take care till then. Bye and have a wonderful time, all of you. We'll meet on the next Saturday.
All the roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. I got dreams, wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive, that's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days, Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. Last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our